Hello, everyone, and welcome back to MDS. We are happy to have you here. Today is going to be an exciting day once again. If you have been here with us before, we want to say thank you for joining us. If this is your first time in tuning in, you're so welcome. Relax and enjoy every bit of it. But do as well to click share and make your comments. You're welcome today on the podcast. And today we have such an intriguing topic. Why? Because it's been floating out there. We all know that the youth will make the generation that will make a great nation. So today we're in a hunting topic that has been floating all around, and we have brought a well-rounded community to discuss on this topic, and we're going to further go into it as the episode goes along. But today the topic is school na scam. We hear that all the time, and let's take a literal definition. What is scam? Scam is a dishonest plan of a dishonest plan of making money. How people go through the process of making money dishonestly and impatient. This term school and scam is not just about the intrigues of quick making money. The teenagers of these days, the youths, everybody clamoring for quick money. But we are bringing this to home because we want our audience to also be particular, and we want to hear your comments, your views on this issue. And today I'll be introducing my guest on the program, and it's no other. I'll let him speak for himself. It's no other person than
I'm Dr. Mazia, the celebrity lecturer.
oh, you see what I said?
Yeah, I'm not just a lecturer, I'm a mentor, I'm a public speaking coach. I apply my trade at Public Speaking Academy Limited and at the Department of English, University of Port Harcourt, Nigeria.
You're welcome, sir. In fact, I'm so excited to have you here.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Based on our communications, our talkings, and your passion for the youth and how you go about coordinating yourself. This acronym of calling you a celebrity doctor is so intriguing to the youth, and everybody's like, even when I heard it the first time, I'm like, wow, I need to know who this is. And just for me to find out I wasn't far from the truth, you're such a powerhouse. Thank you for honoring the invite today. And we're going to be going to our next guest.
I'm Miss Stella Tochi Irondi from the University of Port Harcourt, a 300 level student of English and Literary Studies. Well, I'm honored being invited in this very wonderful discussion and seated right here with my celebrity lecturer. Thank you.
My God, this is great. It's going to be an amazing day today. So, Doc, I don't want to even give you a scope on how you want to talk about this, because I've done this, talking with you, and I know your stand and how you feel about it. So I'm just going to give you, the audience to share with us what your take is on this popular saying, school na scam.
You know why I started with laughter? School na scam is the mantra of lazy students. People who are lazy and perhaps they fail one course or another, fail one subject or another in school, they just say, school na scam. It's the proverb or the proverbial sour grapes. A fox jumps and jumps to pluck some grapes from a tree and does not succeed. They say, I beg na sour grapes, I don't even need it anyway. So people who try to make a success out of their life, academically speaking, if they are not able to get to the level they wish they would, they'll just throw their hands in the air and say, school na scam. But school is not a scam. Just as you define, scam is a deceitful and a fraudulent way of making money of people. Now, if you say school na scam, it means let's start from the primary school level. Your primary education was a waste. Your nursery school education was a waste, because these are schools. If we talk about school, we are not just talking about the institution, higher institution of learning. We are talking about from primary school to secondary school and then on to the university, for those who may want to go to the university. School is not a scam. If it were a scam, you wouldn't have known how to calculate. Simple arithmetic. And what are the issues there? Subtraction, addition, multiplication. You learned it from a school. So how come you now turn around to say school na scam? If na scam, they no scam you when you did primary school or when you learned all this. And they're talking about English. English is the medium through which every other subject in the school system is taught. You can speak passable English today to communicate. If you didn't go to school, you wouldn't have been able to learn one thing or two out of the English language the way it is used. So it can never be a scam. I could go on and on and on and on. But again, you will accuse me that I'm a lecturer, so I'm speaking for people from your own constituency.
Stella, from your own point of view, being a student and knowing very well that, this journey, I know sometimes I feel it's from a place of frustration that the youth say school na scam. When they finish their educational life, they are not able to get a job. It's frustrating. You're thinking when you're done with this process, you'll be able to have a meaningful life. You'll be able to touch base with your family. You're able to, some of them will be able to help their parents. They are not able to. So when that frustration sets in, you begin to hear students say, school na scam. And, coming from your own point of view and the time that you have put in trying to get this quality education, what's your own take on the general subject matter, school na scam?
All right, thank you, ma. School na scam? Actually, school na scam na. I know my celebrity lecturer have actually spoken well about that, but for me, school na scam. Yes. Just to clear that, I'm not actually saying that, the effort of our passionate teachers and students out there should be, undergraded. Yeah, we should also acknowledge that fact. But coming to the current situation of the institution, the school, the way the things are run now, school is actually, it can be seen as a scam. Wow. Now, let's not forget that, this time the traditional education system runs with grades. They grade students in standard way and all that. But then they forget that not every student operate in the same level. When you see a graduate, maybe a student finish with just a low grade, the person will be seen as a serious student or lazy or someone that did not make any effort in school. But I don't think that is actually true. When you don't make a good grade, there are other capacities, there are other areas, there are other things that very student, individual is good at. Not just the educational, the learning processes alone. So the school these days fail to look into those aspects of those students and just only based on their academic performances. And at the end of the day, when they don't come out with what is expected of them, you see, we tag them as we look at them in a very low way and devalue them and thereby demoralizing them and all that. Thank you.
I hope that someone in our institution will be watching, and please, someone should tag someone that will tag someone that will tag someone to hear what our students are saying. And what she's trying to say is whereby there's some level of knowledge that one has outside that education that could count for something. So, Prof, what do you have to say on the area at which she's bringing her point? Because it is quite valid, if I must say.
She has a valid point and she's entitled to the soundness of her opinions. Exactly. However, I beg to differ. Now, let me go in an academic fashion. The father of modern pedagogy is the science and art of teaching. So the father of modern pedagogy, Pestalozzi, said that there are 3 H of complete schooling and complete education. And the 3 H are the head, the heart, and the hand. So students, I'm using Nigeria as a case study now. Students in Nigeria miss out on the heart and the hand aspect. For you to be said you are schooled, for you to be said that you are educated, you must have complete education. That is the head, the faculty of the intellect. So that's why you will graduate and make a first class. But if you don't have the milk of human kindness, if you don't have virtues, if you don't have sympathy, then it means that your first class, which is the head, is a waste of time. I'll come to the hand, which he alluded to. So look at it, the head, make your first class, make your second class upper and lower degrees. Don't make a third class. Please don't. and all that is striving do not make a third class. Yes. Now, onto the issue of the heart. The heart is the seat of emotions and godliness and moral virtues. And that's why somebody who graduates has a first class and is wicked is just a first class witch or wizard. I'll say it again. If you make a first class, you graduate with a first class and you don't have the milk of human sympathy, you are wicked. It means you're a first class witch. Now onto the hand. 3H of complete schooling or education. The hand. You must have a skill set. We're talking about manual and physical skills. And that's why I usually tell students, why you are struggling to get a certificate, struggle to get a certificate. And it's only when you struggle and you get a certificate, you go out there is no work for you to do. You say, after all, school, that's scam. Because you concentrated only on the head. You didn't concentrate on the heart and the hand. Get a certificate and get a certificate.
Oh my God.
There's something you can do with your hands.
Oh my
and you
God.
come to the conclusion that school no be scam. It prepares you for that certificate out there. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh my God. Like I said, this session will not be, it will hardly be enough. We're going to come to it over and over again. But we want to actually, let our celebrity lecture still hammer on the fact that, this whole acronym of school that scam, it has actually led our youth to, this quick money scheme, this, I want it right away, this, it's the fast way. Everybody's looking for a shortcut. And, because of the economic pressure, it's leading to one being insatisfied with the time spent in gaining this education, and as a result of it, you start seeing young ones talking about making money, and all of this is leading into a wrong lifestyle choice. It's leading into bad decisions. It's leading them into living a life that at the end of the day will finally end in being dissatisfied. So this school and scam of a thing cannot be overemphasized, but at the same time, it has to be brought to knowledge why our youths need to know the essence, the primary essence. You've said a lot today about the head, the heart and the hand, but they need something that is practical, something that will make the reasoning differ. What can the school system put to place that will make this journey a worthwhile journey? So at the end of the day, while we pray for Nigeria, pray for the economy, to have room to employ these youths, to give them the basis that they need to strive. What we're trying to say now is how to deal with the mind, how to stop this. It's like a tangle in the brain. It's corrupting, it's going in, further in and further in, and you're seeing the display. While children are skipping class, they are busy on their phones, they are trying to create content while they're supposed to be in school because they are looking for an easy way out. So it brings us to that place. Stella, what do you have to say about this, this reason for looking for money at this young age, and what is causing the immediate pressure? I feel like there's a pressure, and that is why the mind is not where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, thank you, ma. Also, I want to thank our lecturer, celebrity lecturer. He's he's making points and trying to convince us on this aspect that school is not a scam, but still, we won't be too quick to conclude that fact, but I still remain that notion that says school is a scam. Now, coming from the perspective, from the point which you raised now, I think this is actually a valid one. Students, having that zeal of getting money and all that quick money, living there. Sometimes you see today, students, you have about 300 or more students that are supposed to be in a particular class, and you see some, they can maybe 100 or less at every lecture sitting. But then, what actually can cause this? I think it should be the high cost of education today. Because if school is not a scam, like we definitely defined earlier that the scam is a deceitful way of making money, I think in today's education sector is a kind of a deceitful way to make money. Now, talking about the tuition which has been increased, or is it the textbooks, everything increased. How do students who with this much notion that school is not a scam, that wants to acquire this knowledge even from the head, the way that our lecturer has actually emphasized, how will they cope, or how can they achieve this without getting the funds or financial support that they needed? You will see people from a poor background, or those that struggle, that the parents really want them to acquire those knowledge. You see themselves, in order not to sit back, watch the parents suffer to provide all this for them, they will find themselves, they will look for a greener pasture, look for something to add up to the ones that their parents had given them so far. And at the end, you see, you come out, lecturers will be like, they are not serious. They are trying to help them. Say, if school is not a scam, I think there should be provisions for students there to make themselves comfortable and acquire that which is needed, instead of giving them reasons to go out hunting for finances when they are supposed to be seated right in a classroom to acquire knowledge.
Well, thank you so much. I'm going to leave the celebrity doctor to actually look into the screen and see how far he can talk to
the minds of the youth, because that's the essence of this podcast. To always reach out and find that place. Like, I'm going to end this with a scripture when it comes back to me. Finding that place that will be a place where your mind will be at peace.
So I'm going to let you speak to our audience on this issue of school and scam, because Stella has made all valid points.
Okay, I am on a mindset reset session. So I'm talking to you, youth out there. I understand why you think school is a scam. I mean, I'm a realist, an incurable realist. I know things as they are in the country. I mean, when you have leaders who do not have a certificate and they're leading us, so you're tempted to say, okay, these people have risen to that level, yet they do not have a certificate. So what is the essence of going to school? School na scam. I understand. There are people who are celebrities, influencers on social media. I mean, if you dig into their background, maybe they don't have a certificate, but they are influencers. They have all the cars, they have all the mansions, they have all the influence, and these things are tempting. I know. That's one of the reasons she says school is a scam. Whether we like it or not, money is a defense. Money answered all things. He didn't say some things. I understand. However, the point remains that school can never be a scam. You need to acquire literacy so that if you make your first billions, they give you the money, you'll be able to count it. That's mathematics. And mathematics is taught in a school. If you need to sign a contract, yes, I know you may have a PA, but you should have bare literacy so that if your personal assistant is telling you this is what the contract says, you should be able to decode, make sense out of what is written down. So just have passing knowledge of English, mathematics, and other basic subjects. Wow. Even now in I think secondary schools, they teach civic education, how to make you to be a responsible fellow. Remember what I'm going to say finally. China Achebe said, the failure of leadership is the problem with Nigeria. Failure of leadership. And you see that the political leaders, for example, they do not fund the schools the way they should fund the schools. And that's why people are saying, school na scam. How will I go and pay 180,000 school fees? And I do this for 4 years. Meanwhile, somebody who didn't do anything is into Yahoo, which, by the way, is a serious crime. That's a vice you should stay away from. So somebody just, there's this trendy terminology saying don't pick. Just click on the computer, don't pick. And then you are tempted to leave what you're pursuing and go and pick the fast money. No, you need to let your foundation be solid. If the foundation be destroyed, there's nothing the righteous can do. Let your educational foundation be solid. And you get to where you're going. That money, you see that money, we'll go make her. We'll make her.
Oh my goodness. I am in a powerhouse, literally. I am burning. Like, there's so much to be said on this matter. And we're going to come back to it because we want to actually hear from you, your pointers, your comments. It can't be overemphasized hearing what your opinions are on matters like this. And believe Believe us, on this MTS show, we are so interested in what you have to say, because this podcast was designed for each and every one of us. But I cannot leave you today without leaving a word. Wisdom is a principle of things. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding.
Perfect.
It's very important that we all balance everything that's been said today. And we know when we take to Proverbs 4:7, it will illuminate your mind, it will show you, point you in the right direction, because that is where understanding will come in, for you to know what you need per time. So please, we are begging our youth to please listen and calculate and find that place of importance and value for education, because indeed school will be scam. Thank you for watching. God bless you. I want to say a big thank you to my guest today. I am so honored. Stella, thank you for giving us the time on MDS today. We really do appreciate your coming. And I want to say a big thank you to Dr. Mazi. I hear you.
I'm the celebrity lecturer. I'm excited to be here. Hail me, Mazi.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you on set, watching, liking, clicking, and sharing. God bless you.